Hey everyone, so today's video is going to be my tips about college that I've learned throughout my 4 years or 6 years, however long I've been in there. But anyway, 10 tips, and it varies from, the classroom to financial aid to having fun. And also, it doesn't matter if you're a freshman in college, a high school senior about to go to college, or a senior in college. It's never too late to know these tips, and you can always pass it on to somebody else. So I'm going to tell you them, and yeah. So number 1, see your counselor at least once a semester. And the reason why I say this is mainly because you will probably won't know which way to go as far as classes is concerned and registration unless you have some guidance. And there's plenty of times where I've registered for classes and I didn't even need to take them classes in the first place. Also, if you're going to a 2-year school and you're about to transfer to another school, go to the university and speak to a counselor to see what classes you need, because sometimes when you go to the 2-year college, they give you classes that you say you need for, when you transfer, and when you get there, you be out of luck because you're going to be losing all these credits that you didn't even need in the first place. Number 2, rate your professors before or after registration. And the reason why I say that is because, before you start registration and stuff like that, you want to know what kind of teachers you want to have for your courses. So, look up rate your professor and see, if you're taking, for example, psychology, and you already know you want to take that class ahead of time, look at the professors, look them up and see how their teaching style goes, or see how they grade certain stuff. And when registration starts, you could just pick that teacher if you like them or not. Also, I say after registration is because sometimes the teachers don't be posted, the name of the teachers don't be posted until after registration or before the semester starts, maybe a few days before the semester starts. So once you do that, search your teachers and see how you're going to enjoy that class. Because if you don't like the teacher, if you feel like you're not going to like the teacher, you can always drop the course. Number 3, think about the classes you want to take before registration begins, simply because there's a lot of students competing for certain time slots in certain classes, and you don't want to be out of luck when it comes to the certain class that you want to take, especially when you have a strict schedule. So go to your counselor. This goes back to number 1. Go to your counselor, figure out what classes you want to take so you make sure you don't have to take any classes that's unnecessary. Then when you go, search for them, write the CRN numbers ahead of time, and then registration begins. You just put in your CRN numbers within seconds and you'll be good to go. There have been plenty of times where I've been procrastinating about registration, and I will be really mad because my class would be full and I'll be crying because I really want that class, or I really want that teacher, or the time slot. So yeah. Number 4, don't play around when it comes to financial aid. I know that filling out that FAFSA form is probably one of the tedious things you want to do. You don't want to do every year or every semester, however often you have to do it. But you have to, and you don't want to be crying because you don't have your tuition paid for. Financial aid do not care about whether or not you pay on time, because at the end of the day, it's not them that's in that situation. So they're not going to call you and let you know that your financial aid is not paid. They're not going to email you. Well, they probably email you and send you a letter, but they're not going to keep on bugging you about you paying your tuition, because that's your job, that's your responsibility, and that's your education. And then there's plenty of times when you fill out your financial aid form and you think you're done, and you're not, because you have to send in documents depending on what kind of status you are and what kind of things you need to turn in. So yeah, been through that before in my first year at my university. Thought I was done, and next thing you know, I had to turn in 4 documents, and there was you can't do nothing without turning them documents. You can't even register for classes. Number 5, volunteer in anything that the school is involved in. Participate in stuff, join clubs. That's your main way of making networks and making friends. And this is one thing I wish I did at my freshman year of college, because I'm one of the people that's very shy and don't want to do stuff. I just do my schoolwork, come to class, and go home. And as a result, I don't really have many people to hang out with on campus, which is, you know, I've accepted that. Oh well. But for people who are wanting to make friends and, you know, have people to talk to around campus, that's the main thing you need to do, because, you know, nobody's gonna really make friends while they're in the classroom, especially a big classroom, because their main focus is studying, and, you know, that's it. You can't really talk in a classroom when your teacher is lecturing. Number 7, don't procrastinate on your work or you will pay the price. So there have been times where I had a test or something and I just didn't want to do it because, you know, I'm tired. I've worked and I'm tired. I just don't feel like doing it. I want to do something else. I'd rather sleep. So, you know, next thing you know, I have 3 tests that I need to study for, 2 papers due, pop quizzes, stuff like that piled up, and I need to do it all in 1 week. So yeah, learn from that experience. And then, you know, you don't want to do that, because if you fail your classes, you know, that might hurt you in a way where you can't even get financial aid in the future, and then you won't be going to school. Unless you're just one of the lucky ones that can just, you know, waste your money and go to school whenever you want. Number 8, you would think about changing your major in some point in college. Now, when I was a senior in high school, I was like, okay, I don't know what to do. But after figuring things out, I was like, I want to be a psychology major. Now that I'm a junior in college, then when I was a junior in college, then that's when I started to feel differently about my major. But now that I'm a senior, I'm just like, I might as well just graduate with a degree, because this degree can go into anything. But it's never too late to change your major. But, you know, at some point in your college career, you will think about it, especially when you're taking them hard courses that you just think you're going to be breezing through. Yeah. Number 9, if you have the opportunity to look for your textbooks, do it. Because buying them at the bookstore is not going to be the best thing for you. They don't care about the price of how much these books cost. They don't care about your budget. They don't care about what card you're going to use or what card you need or what kind of loan you have for your books. They just want money, and they're not going to change the price. They're not going to negotiate with you. You can go to eBay, you can go to Amazon, you can go to Chegg. Chegg is a good place to rent books. And, you know, after you're done searching around and doing what you need to do, you should also, you know, if you bought the books, you should also sell them in return. One of the good things you can do is like do the Amazon trade-in. If they need the books or if they want the books, they will give you Amazon credit in return for getting the book. Also, you can sell it on eBay. And you can also go to your school's Facebook page or advertise on your Facebook, or, you know, do a form or whatever, and tell like your students that go to your school, oh, I have these books, you know, whoever need them, let me know, hit me up on email, stuff like that, and whoever is interested will respond. And it's best to do that either at the end of the semester when you're trying to get rid of books, or like before the new semester begins, because that's when people are searching for the books the most. And yeah, number 10 is basically to have fun. College is like a once in a lifetime experience. Once you graduate, that's basically it, unless you're going to graduate school. But then graduate school is nothing like undergrad, because I'm pretty sure you're not going to be living on campus and stuff like that. I know that college was fun for me, even though I didn't really do much. It was such a great experience, and I'm going to enjoy my last semester as much as I can, or last 2 semesters, because I graduate in May. So that's basically it for my tips and tricks for college, my advice that I've learned throughout the years of college, because I've been in college for more than 4 years, so I can't say 4. If you have any questions or concerns, let me know. And if you have any tips of your own or any advice for college students or high school seniors, put it down below, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.